what is the chance? Let's begin with Kwankwaso. What do you think are his chances? I mean, during this presidential election.
Well, there are people and there are people. Kwankwaso was a governor in Kano State. In fact, Kano State is also a big state.
Yeah.
It's a state that has it's like a commercial knife center like Lagos.
Yeah.
But the difference is that go and look at the way what are the legacies
Yes.
that he put behind him in Kano that you can compare with other states, with Lagos State.
When he left.
What are the legacies? Even Obi that we are talking about, Peter Obi, was he not a governor for 8 years?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Did he rule beyond the level of Kwankwaso or Atiku as vice president that was there for 8 years, or beyond Kwankwaso? Did he rule beyond, even beyond, more than that of Tinubu?
Yes.
Is it not 8 years that Tinubu also spent in Lagos State?
Yes.
So what we are talking about is like they all have equal chance to prove themselves.
Talking about equal chance.
Equal chance. What I mean is that equal chance as in the length of the years.
So
The length of the
The
years.
length of the years spent. Obi spent 8 years.
Uninterrupted.
Obi spent 8 years uninterrupted. Kwankwaso spent 8 years uninterrupted. Tinubu spent 8 years uninterrupted.
Yeah.
So in the issue of timing,
for 8 years.
in the issue of timing, they have the same number of opportunity. But look at it, even some of them, we can even say that they even have more opportunity than Tinubu himself. How do I mean? Tinubu was starved of cash.
Okay.
Did Kano experience the same?
No.
Did Obi experience the same?
No.
So what are we talking about?
It dare not.
He dare not. You see?
But,
Yes.
okay, but talking about popularity among the northerners, well, you know, we are talking Kwankwaso now.
Yeah.
So are you saying that Tinubu is also popular in the north?
Very popular in the north. A dead man knows the name of Tinubu. In the north, a deaf man, somebody that is deaf. When Tinubu is passing, they will say, that's Tinubu, he knows Tinubu.
Yes.
Why? Because of intervention. What happened? Was he not the only one that gave them 50 million when there was a disaster? Even Kwankwaso that was from the north, he closed his eyes now. What about Atiku? What did he do? When you look at somebody that has the heart of the nation at heart, you pick up Tinubu. He's destabilized, he's depopulated, it's no nepotism. Even during his 8 years ruling in Lagos,
We have Igbos.
we have egos
In Lagos.
and in the cabinet, and the person that is controlling the budget of Nigeria today in planning work with Tinubu for 8 years, work with Fashola for 8 years. Did Tinubu disturb him from being seconded to the federal government? Is he not the one that has been working with planning for our economy?
Yes.
With during this government, in this government APC that Buhari is ruling? You see, when you identify, when you have the ability to identify people's potentials, that is it. In fact, I read a book. You say, if you want 3 months prosperity, plant maize. If you want 1 year prosperity, plant yam. If you want 60 years prosperity, be planting cash crops like cocoa, like cashew. But if you want prosperity that will be beyond last eternity, you started developing people.
Okay.
You start developing people.
I like that, Mr. Peter. Mr. Yaku.
Yeah.
Mr. Peter mentioned Tinubu mentoring people and having disciples. But I think all politicians do the same. So why is Tinubu different? Why is Tinubu's own different?
He groomed a lot of them, so many of them. Some other people that, like you said, that they are followers. Yes, they do. But the proportion at which Tinubu developed people is unquantifiable. Cut across all sections and sectors. You see many of them in the federal appointments today, and those that are within Lagos, they are there. That's why what sustained the development in Lagos, continuity, because he has groomed all of them. So
develop people.
Yes, that is the grooming. Yes, he developed a lot of them, such that you barely note any slack or gap between his tenure and the successive ones. You cannot say there is any other person that came after him that did not perform. Even somebody that was not allowed the second tenure his achievements are there for people to see today. So he's different from all of them. They might have their followerships that he stands also higher than the rest of them.
Mr. Peter, you're talking about being different.
Yes, sir.
We are comparing the candidates now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Peter Obi, for example. He's very popular among the youths.
Yes.
So are you
We are
not accepting that fact? Is Tinubu as popular as that? Among the youths.
Well, when we are talking about being popular among the youths is different from age. What people are talking about Obi is because he's the youngest among the candidates. Among all the candidates, he's the youngest.
So does it
But
matter?
And the age is just a question of
number.
It's a question of number.
Okay, you think it doesn't
There are
matter?
There are some people. What they will do to you, it will affect your children that are yet unborn. So what Obi is just doing is only having under the canopy. Oh, I am young. If you are young in age, and at the same time you cannot even deliver, what are you talking about? Will you tell me that okay, let's talk about it. Look at the number of people that won awards recently, National Merit Award. How many of them was pursued by Obi? How many were mentored by Kwankwanso? How many were mentored by Atiku? How many were mentored? Tinubu is somebody that will look inward. He looks inward. And when you look
Develop
at
ministers,
senators and everything, not even only that, you are
vice president.
If you look at companies that is doing well in Nigeria today, if you look at their logo, for instance, look at Zenith Bank. Zenith will tell you about people, technology, service. Look at Glow. They talk about people, possibility, and power. Look at them. They are indigenous and they are Zenith because they place the highest premium on people. Human capital. Look at this thing. Look at Dubai. Dubai is supposed to be a desert.
Yeah.
But people made it a difference. Even Atiku that is going there today that doesn't want to live in Nigeria, who does not even believe in the project Nigeria. You don't believe in project Nigeria. You are coming every 4 years like a crab to come and check Nigeria. And you say you want to develop Nigeria. So what are you talking about? But Tinubu believe in looking inward. Who was able to identify somebody? Who was able to identify Fashola? They all won awards. Who identified King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal? Who projected him? Did he not win an award as a musician? So when you know that you have policies that will affect even Yemi Osinbajo, God bless you, fight president. Even the one that is reigning as a star, the person that was he was paid from the bank. He was the MD of Nan Merchant Bank. But Tinubu identifies potential. Let me tell you something. Success is not completed without a successor. Yes, success is not complete without a successor. If you say you do well, and another person that you install now came to, instead of building on your legacy, he comes to destroy your heritage. What are you talking about? If you give Tinubu a chance, you will discover that in the next 30 years to come, Nigeria will be getting better and better and better and better.
That's a very bold prediction. Mr. Akub, there was something you were talking about. I mean, about allegations about politicians on politicians. So, before we came on tape, so there have been spurious and all sorts of allegations against Tinubu. Okay. Do you think that is new?
No, it's not a new. I call it a fad. It's a fad. It's a natural happenings in politics all over the world. Not many of us heard about Clinton until he came forward to be president in America, and that was when a deluge of allegations came up around him that he's a flirt or womanizer, infidelity, all of these things. They went to the extent of even maybe calling his mother a prostitute, all because the woman lost her first husband, who was father to Clinton, and she remarried at a tender age. Clinton once said he was a kid when his father died, that he never grew up to know the father. So now a lot of allegations that Clinton was always going after women, so many things like that, and the man had to stop them when he said if what American people were waiting for was Mr. Perfect, that then the White House would be vacant. for life. That was when that noise subsided. And when he made the presidency in 1993, I mean the first term, they wanted to pull him down again. The impeachment saga came with Monica Lewinsky. The previous ones were Paula Jones, Jennifer Flowers. So it's everywhere. And look at the great Mandela in South Africa. With all what that man did for his country, it was the politics that separated him and his wife. The party then and the generality of politicians said they did not want Winnie to be Mandela's wife. Even the man said, "What? Why?" They said the woman had men going after her. The man said he was not at home for 27 years. What are you saying? That they did not allow the marriage to sustain. So what I'm saying in essence is that, okay, when Obama came in America again, that was when they were saying he was not from America, just because the father was from Kenya. What's new about that? So the allegations come.
Okay, sir, I was going to talk about the infrastructure in Lagos.
Okay.
Before Tinubu became governor.
Okay.
So could you please talk about some of the things, some of the interventions
Too many.
in the area of his infrastructure?
So many.
When Tinubu became governor.
Before Tinubu
During
came,
his tenure.
before Tinubu came in 1999, Lagos was
Generally, what is the position of Tinubu if one, apart from the infrastructure, what of the economy?
In terms of
and
so many
economy,
things about
yes,
Tinubu
yes.
that one can pride him of. Lagos was the Lagos roads were becoming almost impassable before Tinubu came.
Yes.
No, hold up everywhere. The roads were not motorable. All the streets and roads were littered with garbage, refuse. When this man came, he came up with ideas. There was restructuring and the renovation of roads. The refuse dumps were evacuated through Loma. New roads were reconstructed. Even when people tend to say somebody belongs to the youth or whatever, I wonder what else they want from Tinubu. What never existed, what we never knew in Nigeria came under Tinubu, this spelling bee, whereby some secondary school pupils were brought to do some competition, and the winner will emerge as one day governor of Lagos State. It was only in America that they do it in the world.
Okay.
Tinubu brought it to Lagos.
One of the issues that we have, I mean, is apart from infrastructure, you still speak on infrastructure too. Talking about institutions, I mean, comparing Lagos and Tinubu now wanting to become the president of Nigeria, do you think Tinubu can build strong institutions?
Oh, well. In that area, I think Tinubu has no match at present among all the candidates. He has no match. In fact, we could refer Tinubu. You know that Tinubu worked in an American company.
Yeah.
He worked in Mobil Oil. He started as an auditor, a mere accountant. Within a few years, when he gave them a blueprint of the way they should write, they made him the treasurer. I'm privy to it. I know he was reporting to. I don't need to mention that there. What I'm saying is that this is somebody that has the ability of turning pebble to money, stone to money. He has proved it. Look at Lagos State. Lagos State was supposed to be in a serious disaster. It was an economy that was supposed to be operating at a zero level, or even below its zero level. You see, when people are somewhere, no salary, if there's no salary, the economy cannot flow.
No.
And if he had depended only on what he will get from the federal
Allocation.
if he would have depended on the allocation, Lagos would have been a disaster by now.
Grounded.
Grounded completely. He was supposed to be incapacitated by a fellow Yoruba man. He was a Yoruba man was the president, was the head of the affair, and the same Yoruba man was doing that same Yoruba nation. A state Yoruba.
Sorry to go to you. So I'm not saying that tribe does not matter, that Tinubu is a detribalized Nigerian.
Definitely. He has that record. He has that record. Even the present APC constituency, the Federal Executive Council, go and look at it. You will see some element of tribalism. But look at Tinubu, Bilalake from Ekiti. Is he not doing well? Is he not well known? This man, Lai Mohammed from Kwara.
Even Osinbajo today.
Oshibajo today from Ogun State. Aregbesola from Osun State. This man from this state, the planning commissioner who is now in this thing. The former I've forgotten his name. Akwebeze. Ben Akabweze. An Igbo man. An Igbo man. Go to Onitsha. Go to Onitsha. If you have 5 million naira, you say you want to buy a square meter of land. They will not say to you, just a square meter, you have money. But look at Lagos. There are some areas that are completely populated by Igbos. He gave them a free hand. He believes in one Nigeria. He's a detribalized person. He doesn't believe in, he always like to put the round peg in the round hole, irrespective of tribe, irrespective of your age, your creed and your color. He is ready to put the round peg in the round hole.
Sorry, you're also a youth. So do you believe Tinubu has the capacity to rule Nigeria? People have talked about age or no age.
He has the capacity to rule Nigeria than every other contestant.
Yes.
Now I'll tell you why. He's a level-headed person compared to others. He has the brain, and there was even the time he told everybody that we are not actually it's not for boxing or fighting.
Yeah.
It's for the brain, for those who have brain. So those that are saying he doesn't have the capacity, they are just looking for excuses because they believe he has edge over others, and they are looking for ways to bring him down. So for me, and I used to tell people, my friends, even I do argue with them most of the time, he has his most experience. I want to talk about for example, when he came on board in Lagos State, IGR was 600 million naira per month. He raised it to 8 billion naira when he came on board. That's 1999.
Don't say I want to cut you short. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Universities in Nigeria. Have you ever heard that one university in Lagos has ever gone on strike?
No.
Has it ever happened?
No.
Or any other institution?
For once, no, I've never had it.
Is it grandpas that are there and grandmas? Are they not used?
They are youth.
I wonder.
Are they not used? Is it grandpas that are there?
I wonder.
What are you talking about? Was there any strike? It was Tinubu that started paying his government started paying WAEC fee, NECO fee.
Yeah.
No state tried it. And when you are looking at the number of people that he has paid for, how many of them are from Lagos? We have Hausa there. We have Igbo there. We even have foreigners.
All tribes.
We even have foreigners.
Yes.
Lagos is a metropolitan state,
Yes.
comprising of all states. And yet, he didn't discriminate. He did not say, because you are from Ekiti, don't pay. Because you are from Kinika, don't pay.
Even in his government,
He instituted bullshit.
Yes.
People that were going to law school, they were being paid. Instead of them paying, they were being paid allowance. They were being paid allowance. So when you are now saying the number of people going to law school, if you look at the population, are they not 90%, 99% youths? Yeah. Are they grandpas? Are they grandmas?
Let's talk about this issue of power. Power is one of the problems that we have in Nigeria. Electricity is power. Do you think Tinubu presidency will bring an end to this?
The indices of development is power. Everybody knows that. Look at Aaron he brought from America without paying a penny. He brought it at a time Lagos was denied of allocation, so he didn't use his money. But because when you believe in somebody and you say, let me tell you something, wealth does not start from money, it starts from idea. If you have good idea today, money will come. He had an idea, he sold it to Aaron, but the same Yoruba man
Stop him.
frustrated him. Lagos would have been a state without power failure for 1 minute. Look at the number of industries that has left Lagos State because of lack of power. It's so annoying. I mean, it's so saddening, so disappointing. Please, Dunlop is gone, PZ is gone. Those who are managing to operate, they are transferring the energy cost to the cost of the product. So the products now, they cannot reach the hands of the common people. Go to Baja Paints. How many people can afford Baja Paints?
Yes.
How many people can afford it?
And that is
How many people? And that's a premium product. But when they look at these things, when they look at people, you see, if we give Tinubu a chance, Tinubu, he believes more in action than words. He may not talk much. He doesn't talk much. He believes in action more than word. He knows what to do. I am telling you that if you look at Tinubu's manifestos critically, you will discover that within the next 2 years, he will assume power. We start seeing results.
Okay.
Nigeria is operating beyond zero level. We need somebody that will resuscitate it. Nigeria is dying. We need somebody that will resuscitate it. And looking at the experience, looking at the record, looking at the track record, discover that is Tinubu. Don't let us deceive ourselves. Forget about party. When they wanted to talk about Bekiti, when they wanted to bring in Bekiti, people forgot about party. They look at the achievement from state of Arkansas. There's someone that can bring this out of the woods. Fine. Is Bekiti perfect? No. If you know the story of Bekiti very well, his father said was supposed the name of his original father is not Clinton. No. He's not Clinton. His father died. The mother now remarried. He remarried Clinton. Yeah. And now say, oh, if we have a child, another child, my love for you and for this guy, we draw. You now say, okay, let this guy be behind my name. So when you look at certain things, I wonder why some people cannot even read between the lines.
Mr. Your final words now. Why you think Tinubu stands out of all other leading contestants?
When somebody is combining people with technology, you know that the sky can never be the limit. The sky is the beginning. Look at it. When he wanted to take over Osun State from Obasanjo election rigger, that they rigged the election. When they rigged the election of Osun State, what happened? Yeah. He used forensic. Yes, he deployed forensic
to recover the state back.
The same thing with Ekiti. If you look at it, you discover that there are some people. There are some people that call themselves elder statesmen. They call themselves elder statesmen. Yeah. What are they doing? They are killing. When they see a good potential, they kill it. They don't want anybody. Yeah. Know there are two ways to rise. There are two ways to excel. Either you are excelling very well, or you are among the mediocres. Some people, they like to be among mediocres. Yes. Tinubu is somebody that is not afraid of people's intelligence. Rather, he will bring it to use. He's not afraid of people that are intelligent, but rather he will use that intelligence to achieve his goal. And without discarding that person. Look at people here. Has you ever seen Tinubu being the one that will betray anybody? Has he betrayed anybody? Yeah, you have never seen someone that will go out with Tinubu and say, Tinubu betrayed him. No, they are betraying him. And why I would like him is that he has forgiving spirit, a large heart. Yes. He has a large heart. Yes. He has a large heart. When somebody has a large heart, it means that he's focusing on the vision and on the goal. He's going to be the best president we ever had in Nigeria.